close our eyes and follow our breathing. Offer a gentle smile to ourselves. Breathing in deep. I am aware of my in-breath. Breathing out slow. I am aware of my out-breath. In, out. We listen to the sound of the bell. So, dear respected teacher, Thầy, dear the Venerable Yaktan, dear brothers and sisters, monastic brothers and sisters, and dear whole Sangha. So today is October 12, year 2025. We are in the Ocean of Peace Meditation Hall, Deer Park Monastery, on the day of mindfulness. Today we celebrate Memorial Day of Thầy Giác Thanh, the first abbot of our Deer Park Monastery. Now I feel quite nervous because actually last few days a lot of things going on, and I'm kind of busy. Some emotion in myself, my heart, and last 2 days I recognized that I offer this talk, and I also came up to the stupa. This morning we walk up there, right? So also in the morning I have some time to walk up there, and you know what I do? I also sit at the stupa, and I also burn sage. I recognize that Thầy Giác Thanh is there, offer a tea for him, and I touch the earth in the stupa, recognize that he's there. And then I come outside to have a tea alone, but I recognize that he sit next to me to have a tea. And I ask him, Thầy, actually I have been not see you in person, but I will offer a talk today. You know, can you show me what I can tell something about you? What I can offer a talk today? And yeah, I do that in silence, and then I try to listen to myself, listen to him. That is there any answer? And then he's very quiet. He's smiling because actually his photo is smiling, very beautiful. And yeah, I think I can listen and I can hear like, just enjoy your tea, just take it easy, just be yourself. Share happiness, something in your heart. Share some difficulties, your vow, your aspiration in your heart. And everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. You know, just be yourself, just breathe everything will be okay. And I think that kind of feelings is not 2 days ago, but actually that is my practice. Usually sometimes I feel very nervous, and in my life I have a lot of difficulties, the tough moments, difficulties, the time that I have some difficulties go through. I choose to walk up to Yangtze Mountain. That the mountain this morning we went up there, and I do walking. And sometimes I stop by the stupa. Sometimes I do my qigong. Sometimes I enjoy tea. But those kind of things I like it. I love. Sometimes I walk with a walking stick. Sometimes I do exercise or just enjoy my walking, and then stop to do my qigong on the Yangtze Mountain. Or I have a park in lazy days. On lazy days, I sat nearby the stupa to have a tea, and the moment become the moment for myself. I breathe and enjoy tea, and I just allow myself to be, and I can calm my emotions, and I recognize that Thầy is there. You know, Yangtze Mountain is a very special place. Thầy, our teacher, ashes spreading up there. Buddha statue up there. Thầy Giác Thanh Supa represent him up there. So it looks like up there is ancestors area. I hope in the future we can build ancestor hall, so we can remember that's a place to come back to. Yesterday as we know, that 99 year old continuation day of our Thầy teacher birthday, our teacher continuation day. Today we celebrate Thầy Giác Thanh Memorial Day. He passed away 2001, so 24 years. So look like today we celebrate our ancestor day. In Buddhism, we talk about 4 gratitude. And one of them is gratitude to our teachers. Thầy is our teacher, our ancestors. Thầy Giác Thanh, first abbots of this monastery, also our ancestors, our elder brother, our teacher. So I really would like to invite you to cultivate the practice of gratitude, feeling grateful. In the sutra, sometimes we have a sentence like this: if there were not honor Buddha, honor one, or we can say, if there were not Thầy, and also if there were not Brother Thầy Giác Thanh, the first abbot. And how would we not, and we would not be so fortunate to be here, to have this kind of happiness, Dharma happiness. So the practice of cultivate gratitude is a practice of mindfulness. Because when you are mindful, you recognize that we have our ancestors, we have Thầy, we have the first abbot here. They have been here before us. Thầy, spent his life to build the Sangha. So right now we have a Sangha. When I arrived here 2008, first year, and I felt so lucky that we already have, everything is already set. We have, because the stupa already there. I like the most is up there because sometimes I see, when I come up there, I can see Vietnam. I can see my homeland. Because Yangtze Mountain, Yangtze is the mountain also in the north of Vietnam. Represent the very, very historical Buddhism, where is one very famous king from Trần dynasty. Trần is famous king, and he ordained as a monk, Zen master. So they really want us to touch our roots and teach us never forget our roots, never forget our ancestor. So when I come up there, I can touch that kind of place love. And today, I touch again when we walk and stop to have a tea. And I recognize that we are all continuations of Thầy. At the same time, Thầy Giác Thanh, the first abbot. You know Giác Thanh means, Giác Thanh? Giác Thanh means awakening sound. Awakening sound. So when we come up there, you hear the Wimping chant. So you can go back your breathing. He's there. He's around. When we come up there, sometimes the wind can chant very, very loud. Sometimes I record my Qigong video up there. The wind chant so loud, even louder than my voice. And I let everybody know that, I feel so relaxed. The bell relaxes my body already when I do my movements. So today, again, I would like to invite everybody to practice, cultivate our gratitude. Buddha taught us as long as we have gratitude in our hearts, there could be happiness. Because we are not alone. We are grateful for something. We are grateful to the earth. We are grateful to our ancestors. We are grateful for something, right? So when you have great gratitude in your heart, it means you are grateful for something. You think about something there for you. The earth is there for you. Ancestors, I know that the first year when Thầy Giác Thanh come here, he's go through so many things. And I didn't get in touch with him in person, but I got in touch with him through the book. We call the Scattered Memories book. So if you want to learn more about him, this is about all the insightful poems and the beautiful biographies of him that written down by the most venerable Phước Tịnh, is his brother, present now here in Monastery. And sometimes I also get in touch through the elder brothers, Thầy Pháp Dung, and the most venerable here. They told us the stories, And I want to share with you one of the virtues that is beautiful that Thầy Giác Thanh has. And I learned a lot. I feel so touched to read this from this book. Just one few sentences that describes him as a beautiful teacher and someone that have a lot of love, a lot of understanding. So in this book, wrote like Thầy Giác Thanh, he loved his brothers and sisters wholeheartedly. He is a meadow. He is a meadow full of exotic, simple and beautiful flowers and grass, in which each one of us can play freely. Being with him, we see ourselves disappearing and merging with him, like a river merging into the ocean. And we all think it's very difficult to find another elder brother like him again. And when I just imagine, because I used to enjoy hiking, and also we hiking up to the Breakfast Rock. Sometimes we cross to the meadow, the grass field up there, It's also a very beautiful place. In the winter, it's different. In the fall, different. In the spring, full of different wild flowers. And being a monk, being an elder brother, that like him, I just, pretty much my life, I just want to be like that. I'm happy enough. I don't want to get enlightened or to know a lot of stuff, but being a brother, that being an elder brother, that my younger brothers, friends, are happy to approach me and be with me, talk to me, share with me the moment of happiness and difficulties. And I feel happy like that already. And one moment, his life is like he loves his brothers and sisters a lot. And the first year when he was here, he was the bridge between the Vietnamese community and Western American community. So one time he wrote also a poem and line very short, express like how much he loved his brother and protect his brothers and sisters. He wrote like this: xin đừng la rề trách móc các em tôi, vì sợ rằng màu xám của buồn đau sẽ phụ vế những mảnh hồn trong suốt tên anh. Please do not scold or blame my younger brothers and sisters, for I fear that the gray color of sadness would darken their pure hearts. Again, so please do not scold or blame my younger brothers and sisters, for I fear that the gray color of sadness would darken their pure hearts. So it's just only one or two sentences, short poem like this. Express like his love. He wants to protect and love his younger brothers and sisters. So this is inspired me so much, because I know that it's not easy to be in a Sangha, our community. And this year I take care of my 4 husbands. Also, I know that I try my best. And I always ask Thầy and Thầy Giác Thanh and ancestor, please be with me to really help me to really offer the best to my younger brothers. And I feel very hard. It's not easy. I never feel confident in my language speaking. I come here to learn myself. When I learn, I already push to offer to my younger siblings. I'm still new in US. Even I arrived here 2008. I still new in the practice. I start to become a husband quite young, 14 years old. And then at age 16 years old, I ordained as a teenager. So right now it's 25 years, more than 25 years. And this year I turned to 40 years old. And I feel like, more than half. In Vietnam, we call the 60 năm cuộc đời, it means 60 years alive. So 40 years, what? More than half life, huh? So what I do, I just wish I do the best. I just try my best to offer. And then when I cannot do, I offer the best and I share. Sometimes I also feel like stressful and tensions. And also we have some burden in our hearts and our shoulders. But the thing I remember is we have Thầy, we have our ancestors, we have Sangha. We're not walking alone. I'm not walking alone by myself. I see that we work together. So, Thay, our teacher, he's the whole life he built a Sangha. So in this weekend, we have a Sangha, organic something Sangha from Organic Garden Sangha. 30 of them came here this weekend. Some Sangha, they come here sometime from time to time, just only weekend, to really come to touch that we have a bigger Sangha here. And we come back to see that Sangha, building Sangha, that is the great gift, great aspiration of Thay. Great. So this is Thay. When you Thay is our great teacher. And you think about Thay, he is the excellent Sangha builder. So if you want to continue Thay, you can be an excellent Sangha builder. And in order to be the excellent Sangha builder, Thay just share like this. Be a Sangha builder is like the excellent talent to do that is the capacity to be happy in the Sangha. And I know that I'm still feel happy, capacity to be happy in the Sangha. And I just, allow my Sangha, allow myself to be the best for myself. And offer to so let us listen to one sound of the bell, breathe together. We recognize that we have a Sangha, we have a community here, monastics and lay. Practice together, breathe together. We generate the energy of love and peace. At the same time, we have Thay, we have Thầy Giác Thanh, our voice abbots in our hearts. So let us breathe together, feel grateful. Next week, next Sunday, we have ordination ceremony to ordain the 4 husbands. And for me, I wish every day everything will be okay, smooth until that day. And let us ask Thầy and Thầy Giác Thanh support us. And this is a gift that we want to offer to Thầy. Like yesterday, the continuation day of Thầy, 99 years old. I would like to share some practices today. It's 3 important roots of a practitioner we need to cultivate and strengthen. Because when I have a tough time, I have difficulties. Sometimes I look at the oak trees here, and I learn a lot. You see all oak trees here, some of them very healthy. Some of them can fall. Outside look very green, but it's fall. Last when we saw very healthy big oak tree in the valley, somehow it's fall down. So we see, look at your trees. They are strong or solid because they have deep roots, deep roots down to the earth. And at the same time, they have deep roots, and then they can adapt to this environment. They get the sunshine, they get the water. They feel at home here. And I tell you the something that is stuck in my mind a lot is when I arrived here, 2008. Right now, how many years? 17 years, yeah. This November, it means 17 years. So when I arrived here, I love hiking already. So every time I did the hike up to Google Ridge, I go to Escondido Rock. Almost there on the left side, I saw a tree small like me. This much, small like me, short, huh? Small, short, exactly like me. But he come out from the crack of the rock. He come out like this. So the rock like this, and they come out like this. And right now, like recently, we hike up there for the monastery. I look again, actually the same. It's not pretty much taller or bigger. It's the same like that. Maybe a little bit taller, but still green, still happy. After 17 years. And I know that he live in very tough conditions, go through the grass, a crack of the rock, and when you look deeply, you see the roots. The trunk is like very narrow, and then the roots continue under the trunk, go around the rock, under the rock, and go down to the earth. So he can get the water. And sometimes I have some difficulty and about blaming myself or complaining something, I look at that tree. But Bhante, there is nothing for you to complain. Look at that tree, your brother. Been here many years before you. And he barely have some sunshine. And he take a view to the rock, take a view to the earth. He's still happy himself, who he is. And he can get take the view to the earth in that way. And he don't need more conditions. More conditions than happiness already there. So our practitioners is the same. We need some roots. If we don't have roots, our tree, our body, our mind also easy to collapse. Look like outside, we follow Sangha, and then we are happy, we practice very solid, but when the moment comes, moment of difficulties, easy for us to collapse. So the Buddha said that the first roots of a practitioner is to cultivate. First is faith. The the right faith, not the wrong faith. Faith here is not about you believe in God or you believe in anyone else. But in Buddhism, we talk about have faith in individuals. The Buddha he told us the stories, and this story is also read it in the sutra. We call the sutras Kalama sutras. In these sutras, there were Kamala's people in the village. That in that time there were so many leaders, so many spiritual leaders and teachers that told the people like, you should do this and that, believe in me, this is great. And then all the people in the village feel confused. And they approach to the Buddha and asking, how can I do, Buddha? Dear Lord Buddha. There are so many leaders, so many teachers that are asking us that we should believe him, believe her. But different ways, I don't know, I feel confused. How can I believe into it? How can I have faith into someone? So the Buddha taught us something like this. Do not be quick to believe in anything. even if it is spoken by a spiritual teacher. Do not to be quick, too quick to believe in anything, even if they quote it in the sutras or the scriptures, right? Sutra. Or because something that believed by majority. All the people believe into it, and I need to believe it. Or because it's handed down, something is handed down by tradition. And this is very difficult sutra to listen into it. But this is what Buddha taught us. But only you believe into it, you have faith into it. If you see and you heard something that is wholesome, is beautiful, and then you put that into your practice, in your daily life. You heard something beautiful. You see something very beautiful. The teaching is so nice. Put into your practice, and then there is some affection. There is some results that you feel happy. You feel peaceful. You can transform your suffering. And you bring that happiness and peace to others. And then you believe into it. So this sutra is so wonderful. So it's very concrete. So when we practice with the faith, with our direct experiences, we experience from our practice. So the Buddha said that in the Buddhism, we talk about the faith, have a trust, have a confidence in three jewels. First of all, the Buddha. But this Buddha is not outside of you. The Buddha here is a capacity to love and understand. You believe, you have faith into the capacity of love and understand in you. And it's so many humans right now out there. Not many people have love and understanding. And when we sit with someone, when we talk with someone, have a lot of love, a lot of confidence, a lot of understanding, compassion, and that energy help you to nourish. You feel happy. And then you cultivate that energy in you, and you believe, you have faith in that energy, because that energy can help you to go through tough time. And then because you experience that. Someone don't have love, someone don't have understanding, they have a lot of hatred and anger, and then that makes you feel suffer. So we need more people have love, understanding. And one retreat, they said that one Buddha is not enough. What does it mean? So the Buddha here is someone have the capacity to love and understand. So one Buddha not enough. One person have love, understanding not enough. More people. We need to cultivate more love, understanding in our hearts. So have faith in the Buddha, the first jewel. It means have faith to the capacity to love, to awake, to understand in you. And then you experience to cultivate every day like that. The second is have faith in the Dharma. It's been the practice the Dharma doors. So today we practice walking meditation. Some of us, we just learn how to walk. Some of us walk in many times. And then the more we practice walking meditation, the more we be with the Sangha, the more we have peace and joy. And when we learn how to walk, we know that the walking, the benefits is being ourselves. We can have energy of peace and joy, arrive at home. And the moments that you practice like that, you heal yourself, you be calm in your mind and body. And then we practice many times like that. So you have faith in the practice. If you don't have faith in the practice, you cannot grow and nourish energy of solidity in you. And the moments of difficulty come, and then you remember again, I used to go through this. When in the past my emotion come up, I remember about practice of mindful breathing, come back to my in-breath and out-breath, and then I calm my emotions. I used to do that, right? And you remember to come back to your practice and trust your practice one more time, again and again. And the more you practice, you go through many moments like that. So have faith in the Dharma is mean you allow yourself to trust, to take refuge in your mindful breathing, mindful walking. Allow yourself to touch the moment of mindfulness every day. And you can say, breathe, my dear, everything will be okay. And I do that many times. That is, I build up my faith, my confidence in the Dharma. We are all beginners. Sometimes we take for granted. And the Dharma, where is that? The Dharma in the Sangha. You know that today we walk together. We generate energy of peace and joy, right? So the Dharma is healing and nourishing itself in our practice. The third slide, we have faith in it. We have faith in the Dharma, the community. When we practice in a community, if we don't have faith in the community, you don't have a place to take refuge in. And have faith in the Sangha is mean practice of taking refuge in the Sangha. The Sangha here is a community of practicing. The community actually know how to practice. So when the community know how to practice, it's mean they contain the elements of the Buddha, the capacity to love and to understand, and also the elements of the Dharma. The Sangha have a schedule every day, right? So you allow yourself to just be with the Sangha schedule. To allow Sangha there for you. And you are there for the Sangha. Of course, our Sangha is not perfect. But if you see that not perfect, and then you contribute to make Sangha more beautiful by the practice, walking, sitting, mindful breathing, listening to one and another. And I think taking roots in the Sangha is very important. That's why this is the first root. Have faith, taking refuge in the Sangha. Have faith in the Sangha is very important. Because that is help you to create the space to heal, to strengthen your practice. It becomes the container that when you feel difficulty, and you allow yourself, allow the Sangha embrace you. So the practice, the first roots, where you see that do we have enough faith in individuals, ask ourselves. Do you have faith into the nature of capacity to love and to understand in you, the Buddha nature in you? Do you have faith in the practice of walking and sitting, mindful breathing, the Dharma doors that we practice every day? Do we have faith in the community, the Sangha that we live with? So if we have this faith, it means we have one root, very, very important, that help you to stand very solid and go through the tough time. I remember, I remember one moment. It's so funny. When we moved to the monk building, and we moved to the new resident monk building. When we walk in and cross the through, right, and we see front of the monk building, the residence, we plant a lot of fruit trees. And then when we moved there early this year, and we planted a tree, and we have a lot of water to water the trees. And somehow all the fruit trees, they have fruits, have avocados, have guava and stuff like that. And one day, one or two brothers, they pick all of them out now. They pick all the flower, all the fruit out, and I ask, why are you doing this? Just let it be. No, it's not good for the tree. I need to take out the fruit and the flower so that they have energy to focus on the roots. They dip down to the roots first before too soon to open to produce a flower. So this is actually more healthy. It's healthy for the trees. And it makes sense. Yeah, we just plant for 1 month and they have fruit already, and have flowers everywhere and fruits. So that is so insightful way of gardener to planting a tree. So when we come to the practice, sometimes we bloom too soon. We want to offer a Dharma talk too soon. We want to offer consultation too soon. We want to, change the world too soon. That we don't have energy for rooting yourself yet in the Sangha. So look like that tree. So if they have put energy on the fruits and the flower, and then they don't have roots, it's very, very shallow. And then go through this summer will be no enough water, so dry. So I feel, this is kind of very deep teachings. So the practice of rooted taking a few in Sangha is like that. One root in the center. I would love to live in the heart of a Sangha, have faith in the Sangha, take roots in the Sangha. That is my practice. So let us enjoy one sound of the bell. So dear Sangha, I hope you can understand my English. It's okay. I also feel, I want to offer the best, but sometimes it's always up here. We just afraid or worries about timing. Like we don't have enough time or too much time. At the beginning, we are up, when I prepare the topic, I have nothing to share. And then when we come up here, probably more things to share. And then we don't have enough time. And so the second root is vow. The first is faith, is right faith in rituals. Second is vow, nguyện. Vow here is like deep aspiration, ideal, great wish. We want to do something for our life. Do we have any aspiration? Do we have any great vow? I want to practice to take care of my suffering. I want to transform my suffering so that I can have my family. That is a great vow. I want to be happy person. I want to be happy monk so that I can have my brother to be happy. That is a great vow. I want to love myself. I want to be peaceful so that I offer this love and peace to the world. So next Sunday, we have ordination. And for us husband, when they will do a ceremony, we will shave their hair, right? So the gatha of shaving the hair is like this, shaving the head. Shedding my hair completely. I make a great vow today to transform my all afflictions and bring happiness to all beings. So that is a gatha we practice when we shave their hair, their head. So they, through the ordination, the ceremony, they will make a vow. They make a vow that I want to step into freedom. I have a bodhicitta. The vow here is bodhicitta, the mind of love, the beginner's mind. Always so beautiful. That we want to practice, we want to transform, we want to cultivate our peace and joy, our love for ourselves. Just one thing, we want to practice to transform ourselves. And as long as we can transform ourselves, we can help others very easy. When we cannot transform yourself, you cannot take care of your suffering, you cannot help people. If you cannot be happy, how can you make people happy? So this is a vow, that second roots, very important, of a practitioner that we need to have, but at the same time to deepen every day, so that ourselves solid and sustainable in our practice. And this vow is like, it's not about happen on the ordination a day and we have 100%. You ordain, you make a vow like that, and then when you become ordained already as a monk, and then you feel done, I'm become a monk, and then you don't follow Sangha schedule. We observe like somehow some year, second year of novice, and then some of us not show up for a schedule anymore. We experience sometimes we don't feel interested to show up for Sangha schedule anymore. You feel, it's okay, yeah, I come late, it's okay. And then slowly, and then your vow, your aspiration, look like that root is shortened. And look like so dry, you don't have enough water. So it means you lose that kind of roots. And your vow, your bodhicitta is eroded. So this vow, this bodhicitta, this aspiration need to nourish every day. We have that root, and then we continue to nourish every day. And thanks to the great faith into this Sangha, into this Dharma, in this kind of Buddha in you, I cultivate love and compassion, understand in me. And I know that this kind of love, understanding, foundation for me to help people. You see that? So the vow related to the faith. Thanks to the faith strong in me, make my vow also strong. And for me, I love to wake up in the morning to practice the gatha. And that's my vow. Breathing in, when I wake up, I do like this, breathing in. Waking up this morning, I smile. I'm alive. Breathing out, 24 brand new hours are before me. Breathing in. I make a vow to live deeply in each moment. Breathing out, to look at all beings with the eyes of compassion. I don't know how much I can do, but this is kind of gatha demanding me. I have to practice the best to live each moment fully. I want to do that. I want to practice that. And I offer the best letter to all the aspirants, to the classes or to the practice. And yesterday, through the tea and mental time, it's kind of beginner new. I just share with them that sometimes I demanded you too strong. I want to say sorry. Sometimes I demanded you too strong, or something just I wish you to grow, but it's not. Or sometimes I also feel stressful too. We go through together, you know. It's not about. So I share with them openly. So, and then I just say thank you for being there. You are wonderful. So that is my practice. The third roots is action. Hành. So we have tính, we have a nguyện, we have a hành. We have faith, we have great vow, and then we have action. Action here is a practice. Get down into the practice. Action here is based on right faith and great vow that you made. Like, why you come here? Why you choose to become a monk or a nun? Why you sacrifice the day outside there to come here to join us today, mindfulness? What do you want? Your vow like that, and then you put into the practice. And then whatever you do, you base on the vow and the faith. That's why you have happiness. You know, some of us, we want to do many things. We are so busy, but we don't know why we are so busy. And then we do so many things like action, right? We do many things, but because they have heavy energy. We got heavy energy. So sometimes we do many things, but we feel stressful. We have to do it. Because life, you know, I want to survive. I have to do it because I need to have money to survive, to have career. So hành here is not like that. Hành here is right action. It means your practice, like based on the vow and right faith. For example, monks and nuns, sometimes we cook right now, the cooker team, we cook. But we cook, we feel very happy. And they are cooking right now in the kitchen. They are important like me. They cook for a Sangha. And then with love, with great vow. And that's why they feel happy. And then when we eat that food, we feel so happy and lucky. And I feel thankful and grateful to them. Thanks to them. Thank you. They cook in there. That's why I am here to have a time, to have a space to share with you. So as a practitioner, we do the action like a true practice. Means like acting with love, with our vow. We want to do it with our vow. So that's why the more we cook, the more we practice, the happier we are. So that is kind of roots. When you have that kind of action, you have a strong roots. So no matter something around you, no matter very tough moments, I have faith in me. I have faith in the practice. I have faith in this community. I have great vow. I want to practice to transform myself. And every day, I put in action by my speech, by my thinking, by my bodily action. Follow Sangha schedule. Do what I love to do. Do with love, with vow. And then no complaining. Like me, sometimes I complaining. I look at the tree. The tree do the good job as a tree. He's himself there. That's why he's very beautiful. But he's very solid. He's not complaining. But sometimes we have a lot of conditions of happiness, but we feel overwhelmed by emotions, by suffering around us, by fear, stress in the world. And as long as we have these three strong roots, and then we can go through it, we can be solid. So we check ourselves. Do we have our aspiration? Do we have our vow? Do we have right faith in us? Do we have great action? Do we have right practice? Practice every day. Do you put down into practice? You know, it's in the Buddhism, we have the Bodhisattva. The Bodhisattva we call the great vow. The Bodhisattva we call the Shichigaba. He has a great aspiration to be there, to go into the dark place, be there for the people. And he used the sword of insight to cut through his afflictions, to practice to transform all afflictions. And we also have the Bodhisattva, we have great action, Samatapatra. The Bodhisattva that is working mindfully and joyfully whatever he do. The organizer retreat, help people, whatever you do with joy and compassion energy. Working mindfully with energy of mindfulness. Working mindfully, working joyfully for the sake of all beings. Samatapatra. Bodhisattva, they have that great vow, great action. And also the Avalokitesvara, the Bodhisattva, she also has a great vow. Just have great compassion, and her vow just practice deep listening. Whatever people say, she just wants to listen. Listen to her own heart, and listen to the family members. Listen to the people who suffered, people suffering. So those kind of practice is, we need a Sangha. We need energy of mindfulness. Every time we come back to our mindful breathing, we check to cultivate, to be ourselves, to produce energy of mindfulness through the walking meditation, mindful breathing. Eating, meditation, we eat today, also in silence, here, together here. And today we have in the circle here to honor the first abbots, and at the same time pay our teacher. And you see that they are present there. And we recognize that our Sangha is great, you know. So, and then you have more faith in the Sangha. So as long as we cultivate these three roots in our practice, and I believe that we can go through our tough time easier. The storm comes, the trees can root it. It's the same when the difficult moment comes. You know, in our monastic life, we monks and nuns, we go through a lot of difficult moments. Myself, I go through a lot of difficult moments. And we practice this. We go back to these three kind of roots. We still stay in the Sangha. For me, when I have difficulties, I choose to stay in the Sangha. I want to be in the Sangha's hearts and asking for help. So that's my practice. And I make a vow, and I ask Thầy, practice with me. I ask my sister, practice with me. And then I just put into practice, like every day I show up for a schedule. I cultivate energy of mindfulness again and again. Come back to basic practices. So thank you, Sangha, for listening. And I think we over time. So hopefully you have some time to do Dharma sharing after this. And wish you have a peaceful and happy day. And let us cultivate gratitude again in this today, okay? For yourself, your ancestors, and for your beloved ones. Thank you for listening.